All right, Stubbs, I gotta go. Not y'all. I'll invite you. Ooh, one sec. What's up, everybody? ASAP AC19, aka ABR Buraps 19. We are back for another round of F1 Online today at Zandvoort. And I think we're going to be low on numbers this week, unfortunately. But we will be joined in the booth by Not Y'all F1. He should be hopping over momentarily. And he is already in the race, so we will get to see him alongside today, which is nice for me. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you are, make sure you send this out to other people who want to keep eyes on F1 Online as well as your buddies. And that would be really appreciated from me if you guys could do that. And just doing my best to get this sent out to everybody so those who want to get eyes on stream have the chance to get eyes on stream. So just bear with me here. We are still a little bit ways away from getting the session started, as it appears, so nothing crazy happening right now, but thanks for tuning in if you guys are. And yeah, just be patient, give us a couple minutes and we'll be good to go. And it looks like the number is counting down now, which means we're going to get good and going in the session here. Looks like Gerbe Gaming's in the chat. Hello, as always, sir. Good to have you here. You can see him on the grid. And let's just try to get another crack at Not Y'all here. Get him into the party. As here he is now coming in, joining us a little bit on the late side, but it's all right. We're heading into short qualifying now, which is nice to see. And Not Y'all, let you say hello and good evening to the viewers.
Bonjour, good evening. Yeah, don't know rest. Not good with friends.
I think this is your first time on my channel. I see Musical Rocket has joined us. Good to see you, sir. It's one of the CCRL boys. Good to have you on stream. And yeah, this is going to be interesting because we usually have a full grid in F1 Online, and today I think we're only going to get 13 drivers, which means short qualifying, and it's going to be a very tight pack. Not a lot of spread out stuff, if I had to guess. It should actually be a little bit more entertaining, especially on a track that doesn't have a lot of overtaking opportunities. Will be interesting to see how the 13 of these guys get along, but qualifying up first. And just a quick shout out to Cringies in the chat. Hello, Ryan. We got Chrissy B. Good to see you, my friend. Snader is here, as well as Not Y'all saying Buraps is my dad. That's not true, but it is a rumor, so...
Rumors has it.
Yeah, I think people are going to start believing it if you keep saying it, but it is what it is. And I do appreciate, guys, I will say this for the stream, I do appreciate Not Y'all tuning in with me. If you guys haven't seen yet, him and I have been over on CSR Grid 1 on Mondays, and it's been going well, so happy to have him in the booth today. And yeah, Not Y'all, I'll turn it back over to you.
Yeah, it's been fun commentating with you recently. Kind of
Yeah.
enjoy it. Just on a Monday
Just
night,
kind of.
just kind of, there's that
Just
little
kinda.
bit of me that's like, God damn it, I got to commentate with him again. But yeah, it's fun. But back again, I can't leave you hanging doing commentary on your own. So got to join you for a good track,
Well,
new track as
I
well.
appreciate it. Yeah, and I've gotten the chance to see this once in league racing, a U.S. league I cover for on Wednesdays. They did this about 2 weeks ago, and to be honest, it's actually not horrible for league racing. I think the interesting aspect is if you're not prepared for what's coming, you're going to find it very difficult to drive around this track. You're going to light the tires up, and you're also going to find yourself doing donuts. So we'll see how these guys fare.
Yeah, I mean, a circuit that I hate personally, doing TT around here. Hate it just because I can't hook it up with the curbs and all that. But fun track, something to look forward to tonight, and hopefully brings my own show. How great this track is, first time I'm actually commentating over this track. So hopefully it makes me happy today. It changes my
I'll tell you
life.
what, you won't always be getting excited about, there's not really a lot of overtaking to be done, really. There's really only a couple spots unless people are wiping out. So it's more about, some guys really have, I guess you could say, the cojones to go through side by side through some of these corners, as it looks like an Alfa Romeo is in the wall in Sector 1. Yeah, and he's binned it. He's binned it on his outlap. That's unfortunate to see for Forey, my favorite Alpha teammate with Jake. I'm on board with Milk Mika here for a lap.
Yeah, let's see how we go to turn 1. Now going down to second gear for that extra rotation. Now this corner I love. Some you can either go deep, you can either go on the inside and tighten, or you can go wide. Best you can to hook it around, which is 2 ways.
This is my favorite corner right here. Just the speed you carry and just the way it feels going through there. This one's a little bit tricky. Feels like you get a lot of understeer, as it looked like he did as well. This one, you just got to use as much track as you can. And here I find it's better to just kind of ride that inside curve than carry the speed. And it's
this corner,
very nicely done there.
This inside curve so nicely.
Yeah, you got to throw it right there. Yeah, that's actually very well done. Could have used a little bit more on the apex there, but not bad for Milk Mika. He looks good through 2. Let's see what he does coming out of 3 here. And it's up to the line now for the Williams driver. He will be the second to get a lap in. Doge does a 111. Yeah, not bad.
To
110.5. Alright. So not a bad lap to kick off qualifying here. Not particularly slow by any means. And
a
10.3 in the AlphaTauri. How about Strongheart? Don't know what his pace is like. I've only seen him on a couple occasions.
Yeah, between Jake's and
oh yeah. Wow. 2,000ths of a second up to the line for Strongheart. And it's an 11.4. Not particularly close, as we get a 10.0 from Cringy on the medium tires, nonetheless. Well done from Cringy. 9.8 by Den Jeff. And I would keep an eye. We are missing a couple big names today, and that is 2 guys that are very, very quick in this division, which is Scopes, and we're also missing, who am I blanking on? Big time driver. No, it doesn't matter. They're not here today. We'll leave them out of the conversation. We'll give these guys the credit they deserve for showing up. And yeah, this is definitely the lower end of a turnout we've seen from these guys, but this one is John Carlos. Same thing, Sector 1. Just catching some people out, guys. Got to be very careful.
Yeah,
so this looks like Lexus is going for another lap here. Same soft tires. Yeah, we'll get you an invite quick. Guys, we'll check back in on this lap real quick. Just give me 1 sec to invite the man who's co-commentating. And yeah, I'm not surprised. The connections in this lobby particularly can be suspect on occasion, so luckily I am here to get those invites sent back out, and so is not y'all, which is good for the drivers and for us, as it looks like the AlphaTauri is middle of Sector 2 now, and I did not see the split through 1, so we'll keep an eye here.
Thanks for everyone that's tuning into the stream. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Like, I don't know if Buraps is, but kind of looking forward to it. It'll be fun.
I always look forward to commentating. I know that a lot of guys prefer to race, but I kind of enjoy both sides, if you will. It gets me out there a little bit more. I get to learn more about F1 and the other leagues and who's driving and what guys' skill sets are like. It actually is really nice on a lot of occasions to be commentating as Lexus pumps in a 110.2. Kind of takes the pressure off of the driving, if you will. You get to sit back and watch some other people go to battle, which is actually a lot more fun than you'd think, especially when you start to get to know the drivers and what their tendencies are and what their kind of luck is like. Not that you root as a commentator for drivers, but you start to have more of a connection towards just all league racing in general, which I think is very nice, actually.
I think you should stick to commentary now. I don't think racing's been going too well for you recently, has it?
I don't know, P3 at Bahrain, ABR Tier 1, and then I was on for a good P7 at Vietnam, which is a track that I really struggle with before an unfortunate incident on the penultimate lap, but it is what it is. We move on. 19 more rounds of racing to go, so should have room to prove that I belong up there, but I do also run the thing, so I think I'll stick to both.
Can't move yourself down unless you really need to.
So we got Wheat Flex coming up to the line now. He's on mediums on an outlap here, so he's going to get his push underway. We'll give the Red Bull drivers some FaceTime here. He's the man who runs F1 Online. If you guys haven't yet and you're in the chat, check out f1online.eu. That's their website. You can find everything home for their league racing based on there. Wheatflex, a good guy based out of the Netherlands. A lot of Netherlands-based drivers in this as well. And this gives you guys just another perspective on league racing. Cover everything from Netherlands to UK to the USA. So it's nice to kind of get your mix and variety of racers in.
Nice word there, variety. Don't hear that much. I think BU's about to go 4th or 3rd.
Oh, the Red Bulls just had a spin coming out of Sector 2, and what I was saying is you can't touch that curb. You just got to stay close to it. And he took a little bit too much. Should be okay to get another lap in. Wasn't a dramatic, huge spin off. No, full wing. There's just a little bit of a spin. Nothing serious. About a 90 degrees stuck in the middle of the road, but he did not get to finish his lap. He's going to probably go again. Let's see. No, he might head into the pit. Yeah, he's going to head into the pit lane.
Yeah,
interesting strat. So we'll see what happens. How's Den Jeff looking? He just put in... Oh, sorry. He's out on mediums now, is Den Jeff. This is interesting. Did he do his lap on mediums?
Jake is 5 times up, but there is a lot of traffic.
There's a lot of traffic. Jake...
He does not rev his car out. You know, like the little blink lines? The second the first one comes up, he upshifts. He goes P3.
Well, it doesn't matter much here, though. It's a P3 lap from Jake, and that's good enough for the time being.
Oh, no. Oh, Grab Gaming. The traffic. Just...
The traffic. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it come in. He's backed out. He's going into the pit.
Don't know what these three are doing.
That one. Oh, Mika and Doge. Yeah, what's going on here, boys? Be careful. Who's out there on the lap? Lipovic is.
Looks like we got a little romance story between Mika and his teammate. Or BU, sorry. Romance. But yeah, the only driver on a lap right now.
Let's see what the Red Bull does. He has not put a time on the board yet. I would say normally he falls somewhere into right around the 10th range. We don't know what his pace is like as Zandvoort. We're going to find out coming out of the final corner now, but I'd say keep an eye on him for, I'd say, somewhere between Mika and Gerbe, maybe behind Doge. We'll see. Up to the line for the Red Bull. And it's just behind, yeah, it's just behind, only by about two-tenths of a second there. So that's definitely easily made up on a good lap if he can hook it up, but not a bad banker with 7:50 to go here in qualifying. And let's just take a quick look on the chat. Looks like Chrissy B is here as well as F1 John Carlos. And no worries, buddy. I know that you made a mistake there, but things happen, and you still can get back to it in the race. I mean, there's only 13 drivers, so I'd say pretty much everyone has a chance today now. And who else is on a lap now? Strongheart just started his lap.
No, he just finished his lap.
Oh, did he? Oh yeah, he did just finish his lap. My apologies. Didn't see that he was out on one. I was on board with Strongheart. How about Wheatflex though? He's going now. And he's switched over to the soft tires, so I don't know if he thinks the mediums might have just kind of got destroyed after that little baby spin. I would have thought they were okay to keep going, but we'll see what he can do here.
A lot of drivers looking.
Millsy's in the building. Good to see Millsy. Always nice to have you on stream, bud. And
doesn't he race in ABR?
Millsy, yeah.
Don't know which tier, but
man, neither do I at this point. I just oversee all of them. I can't keep track of where everybody is.
They're like your little children. It's just you have different people to look after them.
Yeah, I have babysitters for each division.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Wheatflex takes a little bit too much curb there, if I had to say so myself, but maybe trying to shave off some time. Up to the line now for the Red Bull, and it's good for 9th place. Not the best lap.
Oh look, go to Cringy. Look at the lap he's about to set. This guy, if he finishes it, he's
Cringy. Oh.
Boom.
109.1.
Smash
MM Cringy, and man, you are not wrong. Wow, Ferrari driver just lit it up purple everywhere on this track. 7/10 back to 2nd place right now, and that's not even close. Gonna need to find some pace, boys. Cringy setting the bar very high with 5.5 remaining here in qualifying. Let's see here. Lexidus is just wrapping up a lap. I don't think he beat it. Is he going again? Looks like he's going again, maybe.
Is he going
again? Else on a lap. Doge is going. Let's see if Doge improves through Sector 2. We can get a sense here of the McLaren's pace, at least on the softs in qualifying. And he is 2/10 up, so he's looking right around that Milk Beacon area if he hooks up Sector 3. Just needs a 10th to find. Final few corners for the McLaren. And yeah, you know what I'm noticing? A lot of these guys are not opting to turn the battery off. You just need to pick one corner, and you get that extra ERS boost up to the line. You see he's going to run out right here. And just that little bit, you'd be surprised. He does not have a good Sector 3. He actually doesn't improve.
Is this the first time we're going to commentate with some rain in the race? Maybe?
I was going to say, it's starting to look a little bit darker than I had anticipated.
But
we haven't had word from any of the drivers. We haven't had word from any of the drivers that they're going to be getting rained on in the race. Let's see if anyone chimes in for us. And
by the way,
Rocket says rain.
Just looking at it, I think it's going to be dry just because Cringy's lap. I don't think someone on wets would.
That's my guess too. That's my guess too. But you never know. Gerbe Gaming final corner for his outlap here, and we'll stick on board with the Williams now as he heads down into turn 1 and give you a walk through the lap. We want to brake just before the 50-meter board. We're going to take a late apex here early on the power and use that curb on the outside. He doesn't opt to. That's the optimal line. Pretty quick through here if you can. Doesn't really matter what kind of line you take through there as long as you carry the speed. He doesn't do too well through there either, but plenty of room to make time up as he comes through this windy little bit here and down into the super fast sweeping downhill right-hander. I love this turn. Gotta be careful not to lose the back end, and he's okay. Probably carried a little bit, maybe not enough speed through there. That's pretty well done through here now though for the Williams. Gotta hook this one up tight, but don't take too much curb. Nicely done. And now let's see where he stands through Sector 2. And he's just barely up on the Delta and doesn't take any curb there. Interesting choice of line out of this corner now. Picks it up pretty nicely on traction and final corner. Just kiss the inside, doesn't quite get there, but not going to shave off too much time anyways. Now up to the line, runs on the grass just a tad. That's going to slow him down as well, and it's just going to be an improvement for him. 2/10 and a bit, and it's a nice lap from the Williams to move himself up into P6 now.
Yeah, overall, good lap from him. I think, oh, it's not me, could just in holidays. Yeah, I think good lap in terms of just trying his best. But I think there will be more time to find in his lap. I think he'll just try again if he has enough fuel.
We'll have to wait and see. John Carlos in the chat saying I am bummed 109.5 on softs yesterday, and yeah, I mean, I feel for you, buddy. It is what it is. Things happen, and you know, that's the way it goes. You have plenty of room to make it up in the race, though. You're going to get fresh tires, and you're going to be right up at the front of that starting kind of midfield, if you will, as Jake just takes way too much speed through there and invalidates. He was 3/10 up through Sector 2, and now he is going to have to re-go on his lap here. I don't even know if he has enough fuel. We'll have to see. I think he's going to head into the pit. Yeah, that's going to be it in quali for Jake, so he's done. Lexidus is up on his time right now. But, yeah, he's going to run out of fuel. Yeah, he's backed out as well. Oh, someone. Oh, Doge on the outlap, spinning on that same curb as Wheatflex. That's going to light up the sauce a little bit. Got to be careful, Doge. How about the Red Bull boys? Ivovich is 3/10 up, coming through Sector 3 now.
Nope.
Ivovich NL.
Weird name.
Final corner. Wheatflex is going up to the line too, just after him.
He goes fifth for his
P5
teammate.
for the Red Bull, his teammate.
Nope. Oh, I think it's starting a lap.
He's going for a lap now. And everybody's out there now trying to get their final attempt in. That AlphaTauri of Lexidus looks like it's going to be the final car to cross the line. And that's if he decides to go for another lap. 4 laps on the softs he's been on already. And I would hope he's got a fresh pair of boots on, because otherwise that's going to be really bad at the start of the race in terms of tire wear. Here comes Wheatflex through Sector 2 now. And he's not up on his time. He's just about matched it through Sector 1.
It's all going to be close in these final few seconds. Everyone putting in a lap.
Yeah, and we're going to have to check back in with Cringy in the Ferrari, as well as Den Jeff in that pink Mercedes. He's actually coming up to the line now as Den Jeff, it looks like. So let's go with him for a moment here. Final corner for the Racing Point. And is he going to have anything to say about Cringy's pole lap?
No.
Not on this occasion. Doesn't improve, actually. And that's unfortunate for him. Wheatflex now up to the line. Improves, but not by enough. Doge just lost the car or spun it out on purpose. I don't know what that was. How about Cringy, though? Final corner.
Oh!
And look at that. Yeah, he gets pole and crashes out on the start-finish straight because of that Doge incident. Here comes one more car up to the line, and that's Milk Mika in P5. And man, that was just chaos. Chaos. And that's it for qualifying, guys. What an end to that one. That's just
weird way to end
this. You're looking down the start-finish straight, and you just see a car. 2 cars just smash into another car. Unbelievable. Anyways, Cringy takes pole by a second, 0.1. What a lap from him. And I think that's going to set the standard for the race. Keep an eye on him to be just maybe on his own in this one. I don't even know if I could do a 108.7 right now at Zandvoort.
ABR Tier 1 driver confirmed.
Tier 1 driver confirmed. We got Den Jeff with a 109.8. He is going to start on the second row of the grid. First row of the grid with Cringy, Lexus, and Jake on the second row. Milk Mika and Ipavich on the third row. Gerbe Gaming and Doge on the fourth row. Wheatflex and Strongheart on the 5th row of the grid. And this is interesting now. So Whistler, John Carlos, Forey are all going to get fresh tires. Strongheart, Wheatflex, Doge have all used their sauce for 2 to 4 laps. Milk Mika has done 5. Lexus has done 4. So the soft tire runners at the front that have that many laps of wear already are going to be seriously in jeopardy of getting caught up by the guys from the back of the pack.
It's going to be close, but I think Cringy is just going to go away with this race and win. Obviously, he's 1.1 seconds quicker than guy in P2, even though he's losing a tyre. Hopefully those Ferrari guys can fix that up. But yeah, just if he can do it and try his best, and maybe he can win this race. Just depending if he bottles it or not.
Is in the chat. Good to see you, bud. Thanks for tuning in. And guys, again, if you haven't yet, hit the follow button and share this out with your friends. I do this as a side thing for F1 Online. This is not my primary focus, but I do enjoy doing comms for these boys. They do put on some pretty entertaining races, so make sure you give these guys the credit and the views that they deserve, boys. Get this out to all the people you know, and we appreciate you tuning in. Me and Not Y'all do for sure. It makes our job a little bit more entertaining to have people tuned in. And yeah, there's your final rundown of the times from qualifying. You can see the field extremely spread out between first all the way down through 10th. But that group of Den Jeff, Lexidus, Jake, Milk Mika, and I'd say even Ipovic, all appearing to be around the same pace, at least in terms of qualifying. We'll have to see if that sticks come the race. And Ryan M, that's cringy in the chat. I need a new car though. And yeah, I think Ferrari's going to have to do some quick repair work, because we're going to get it turned around for the formation lap in just a second here. And we're just going to wait here for the drivers to ready up, give them a second to pick their strategies, and we'll see what they get to. I'm sure those back runners are thinking about a medium tire start. It would make sense, and you could easily pull off the one stop, which I think would be ideal, but we'll see what they choose to do.
I'm racing apparently.
So you're racing?
Yeah. In a car.
What?
Oh.
You are on the grid.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm spectating, and then it's in a car.
Well, you could always retire right now and just spectate the rest of the session.
Let me just think about this.
That might be ideal. So guys, if you're tuning in with us right now, Not Y'all was unfortunately booted from the session early. I got him back in, but Dummy over here chose ready up as opposed to spectate. Now we got a 14th driver on the grid. You're gonna have to. I'd say you're gonna have to retire and give them the respect they deserve and let them race. But man, that's quite funny to see Not Y'all on the back of the grid here. And yeah, just an error. Maybe someone will get DRS off your ghosted car to save the new race. So, you know, maybe you did everyone a favor.
Yeah, boys, quick interview from the driver's perspective. You know, very nice here in the track, you know. Tyres warming up nice and easily. Beautiful view, you know. Kind of loving this driver, you know.
Oh, CR7, Ganja in the chat. Good to see you, buddy. Happy to have you tuned in with us. And a big congrats to Wiz on the podium at Vietnam this weekend. Very good performance from him and his Mercedes teammate Stubbsy taking the 3-4. That's big for the Constructors' Championship. Obviously, plenty of rounds to go, so that's going to be up for grabs still, but not bad to get in some serious points early in the season.
This is why I don't commentate.
Brownie Brown is here. Good evening to you as well, sir. Thanks for tuning in with us. And yeah, guys, if you are just tuning in, this is F1 Online. This is their top division that they race with on Tuesdays, as we have a Renault in the grass. That's John Carlos. And they will be doing 50% distance here at Zandvoort. Looks like we're going to get dry conditions, which is nice to see. And got a message from Wiz. Me and Not Y'all went at it yesterday in open lobbies. Not surprised about that one. So,
What?
very good drivers as we're lining back up on the grid. Not Y'all, please tell me you're going to retire from this one.
Yeah, I will.
Here we go, though. We got everybody on the grid now. We got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and here we go for the start of the Zandvoort GP in F1 Online, and we are away. It looks like the Racing Point gets a good jump, but so does Cringy. He should hold it off into turn 1 here. He does pretty nicely. Looks like a couple of guys getting through. Pretty much no problem there. Anyone off into the grass? Doesn't look like it, so we have a clean start here. Smart idea.
Oh! Williams lost it in front of me.
And that's Gerbe Gaming around in Sector 1. He's going to drop to the back of the grid here. Luckily, no safety car, it appears, because he is back moving under his own power. And the front pack of the grid is keeping together pretty nicely. Cringy is right on the barrier, though, breaking DRS already on lap 1 here. And at 9/10, now a second gap. Looking good for the Ferrari. If he can break DRS early, I'd say this is his to lose. And there's your pit stop strategy predicted. You can go with the 2-stop if you want. I think it's probably a little bit slower, but the hard tire is obviously trickier to keep in check for longer laps. And now coming up to the timing line, it looks like Cringy is good and through.
I went into the pit lane, but it just crashed me. Well then.
Well, we have a VSC. The good news is it's a VSC. The good news is it's a VSC. And there's some glitch with this game, by the way. It says we're on lap 3. We're definitely only on lap 2. But it happened on Sunday as well. It should just stay on lap 3 when we head to the next lap. But if it doesn't, just keep in mind, we're going to be down 1 lap of racing here. And Doge, double thumbs up. Yeah, he's looking good up to 3rd place. For the McLaren, let's take a look at the gaps as they stand.
Yeah. What's wrong with PNC? I'd like to thank my mum, my dad, and my family for one lap that I did the experience that I got. Proud.
That was a good lap. That was a good lap to say the least. Cringy's got that gap pulled out now. He's got that gap pulled out in front. It's just over a second, and DRS will be online as soon as they hit the timing line, and that's just not going to be close enough for Denjeff as it is. He's going to have to battle now Jake and Lexidus. Ipovich is carrying around Milk Mika, Doge, John Carlos, Whistler, Wheatflex on a line here, so the points battles are well and alive. Forey and Strongheart are just a little bit behind the grid as it stands. Oh, and that's a Williams around in turn 1. And that's Milk Mika. He just reset back to the track there, but front wing is gone for the Williams driver, and he is now out of the battle of the points. And what did I say? John Carlos up 6 spots at the start here. What a beginning to this Grand Prix for that man. He's looking good so far. Mika, 3 seconds of time penalties. Just to add insult to injury there. And we see Wheatflex is being hunted down by a Mercedes behind him. That's Whistler. And I can't tell if Whistler's actually in the car or not.
If he is, he would have ghosted. If he isn't, the car would be ghosted if he is in the car, it wouldn't be ghosted. That's why.
Well, it's definitely ghosted, so I'd say Whistler is not in the driver's seat. But the AI is keeping up very nicely with Reflex here. It's in the DRS zone. Yeah, he's not. We got a big red X over Whistler ZA.
Shout out to Cringy though, for getting the gap that he had, what he still has now. He's showing that he has pace. Really good.
Yeah, and John Carlos is showing the same thing. He's dropped Reflex for 6th position, and he's creeping up on Doge. Does make a mistake through there, but he's looking pretty comfortable here at Zandvoort so far, which is good to see for the Renault driver. And 4 laps down, guys. Still plenty of action to go here. Jake Milkmika and Gerbe Gaming are all kind of out of this one as it stands. They're going to need a safety car to bring them back to justice. Strongheart and Fourier in the points, but not in a real battle at the moment. John Carlos is trying his best to keep up with Doge just ahead, and he's got to stay in that DRS zone. It's so crucial to save the battery, especially around the track like Zandvoort. A lot of heavy braking zones, so tough to regain that ERS you deploy. And now, yeah, he's been dropped by Doge. Let's check in with Ipovic, who's in the battle for the podium with Lexidus right now.
Yeah, this track is hard to save ERS as long as you can just stay. And I think you can easily do it, which is more better. But obviously, if you're in front, you're gonna have to use more, which isn't unfortunately. But hopefully, they can have some great battles.
Looking good so far in the battle for 3rd. Everybody else seems to have broken up a little bit. John Carlos is back within range of Doge. I'm wondering if the McLaren made a mistake somewhere, and that's allowed him to regain that DRS zone that he crucially needs to keep up. See if he keeps it through turn 1 though. Dark Side's in the chat saying, what's this? Is this a league race? If so, which one and which tier? This is F1 Online. This is their yellow division. They go by color, not by tier. But this is probably their creme de la creme in terms of racers. And unfortunately, we only got 13 of them to show up today. 14 if you count the dummy in the booth with me who accidentally entered himself as a racer in this one. But good news being, we still have racing action here for 30 more laps, and the field is not completely broken up as is. John Carlos is right on the tail of Doge through Sector 1, and he's looking pretty good to catch back up to the McLaren after a minor mistake on lap 4.
Yeah, good race so far. It's a shame some people aren't in. Some are. But hopefully it gets into a good race. Hopefully there's more battling and more to show.
And John Carlos is pretty close here. Let's see if he opts for the move. Doesn't look like he's going for it. He's too far back on this occasion anyways. And yeah, that start-finish straight is really your only good chance to get a move done. It's just depending on, can you stay close enough through the final sector. That dirty air is going to play a lot of factor in this one.
Yeah, it's not good at all. It's a pain in the bum, plus it's something that is not good. But sorry. Hopefully, sets free. Yeah, just stay with them and that back straight just get past.
Fair enough. Dark Side in the chat, is it Yellow Division fast? I think you mean, is the Yellow Division fast? I mean, you get a pretty good idea of the pace just from seeing what's going on here. Cringy, for reference, is an ABR Tier 2 driver. He is at the top of that group for sure. He's usually mixing it around for podiums, wins. So he was on to win at Vietnam this weekend before a last lap incident caused him to take home P2. But he's looking good in this one so far, and he's setting the pace for sure. I'd say Den Jeff, Lexidus are all very good drivers. We are missing a couple of the big names today. We got FJ out. I'm trying to think. Niels hasn't been here in weeks. As John Carlos looks for a move right there. That was not an overtaking spot, but it's going to put the pressure on the McLaren. That gap's down to just 0.3. Darkside says, I thought you was only allowed one league, or is that making that up? This is separate from ABR, Darkside. This is F1 Online. This is not affiliated with ABR in any way. So if they're racing in here and they're racing in ABR, it just happens to be a crossover in the case of Cringy, but these guys are allowed to do whatever they want. Got a yellow flag in Sector 2. I don't see anybody around, but that's Doge. Yeah, that's Doge. We might have made a mistake there. Oh, and there's an Alfa Romeo of Jake now. He made an error as well. He's going to get passed by Mika for 11th.
Cringy pulling 5.5 though, but then is gaining this deep 5 seconds, unfortunately.
Is anyone within earshot of each other right now? How about Jake and Milk Mika are? They're battling for 11th.
Yeah, some battling going on. Jake and Bio coming out. Coming out of the pit lane. He's gaining as Jake.
Oh, the Alpha goes deep. Yep. Oh, and someone else. Whistler's round as well, and he's missing a front right end plate, and he's going to have to box. The AlphaTauri of Lexidus is creeping up, though, on Den Jeff in the battle for P2. I don't race here, Darkside. I just commentate. This is just for my buddy Reflex. It has nothing to do with me racing, as Whistler is out. Whistler's out. Safety car. Virtual safety car, yep. And is anybody near the pit lane? Not really. Someone is. They're not going in. Cringy says rain in 15? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Am I hearing rain in 15 minutes? Jeff just told him over the radio, rain in 15 minutes. And thanks for Cringy for keeping us up to date. If that's the case, we're going to get a wet end to the Zandvoort GP here. And that's wild, because I don't think any of these guys were predicting that when we went into qualifying. And now that's going to play into the end of the race.
Yeah, definitely. Will be close. Will be a thing, but if these drivers can pull something off, and hopefully they have a
done. But John Carlos got a drive through. And that's a shame. Shame for John Carlos. Thanks, Darkside, for the follow, buddy. Much appreciated. John Carlos, even with the pit stop, I think he still has to serve his drive-through penalty, does he not? Or does he serve that when he goes into the pits?
I did not see. I think he did. I think he did.
Not particularly sure, but he is in a battle right now with Ipovic course 6, so they're still in the race, and he can go till the end of the Grand Prix if he doesn't have to pit for that drive-through. See if that plays into the end of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, I think the Alfa Romeo driver gaining on the Red Bull driver gaining on the Ferrari driver, so maybe these two will battle ahead, and the driver can gain. Maybe we're going to see a little first battle, and I think Cringy's just saving his tyres right now to maybe go onto the mediums or onto the hards, depending on what he's doing.
Let's see here. The gap. Lexidus is closing up on Forey.
Yeah, gaining, but maybe he can gain a bit quicker and see a battle there.
Let's see where the tires are at for both these boys, because I haven't been paying close attention. Forey's on 11-lap old mediums. Lexidus on fresh, hard tires. So does that make... Well, I guess Cringy's into the pits now, so we're going to find out. He is off for his stop. Den Jeff is going to keep going. Nope, Den Jeff's in the pit lane as well. And the Ferrari of Cringy is going to come out well ahead of the rest of the group here. Lexus, you can see around the final bend. Cringy's exiting the pit lane now. And we got a subscriber. We got MZid. That's my boy Mike Zadanzik. And yeah, I will make some emotes for you, bud, I promise. And he just subscribed.
Yeah, where are those emotes?
2 months,
Come
much
on, man.
appreciated. Yeah, I know. I got to get them uploaded to the channel. I didn't realize that that's something you had to do on your own. And now I actually have some that I can get uploaded. So try to get that done for this week for you, Zid, and then I'll hand out a couple for free if you can.
Also, go check out ABR, the actual league we commentate on. Yeah, you know, perhaps the owner, the boss.
Lexus is closing up here on Forey now. I think the move is pretty inevitable. Let's see if he goes for it here. He's going to the outside. He's going to hold it. Yes. Oh, it's close, but he does. Lexus up to P3, and I'm guessing Forey's going to go for the pits pretty soon anyways. Let's see if it's this lap. Might want to hold on to DRS while he can.
Yeah, Racing Point driver gaining though, so credit to him. But I think Cringy's just opening that gap up more.
Yupevich is trying his best to stay on the tail of Doge. He's on mediums now. I don't think he's going to be able to go till the end. So it's looking like a 2-stop for the Red Bull driver, but neither is Doge. He's on 4-lap old softs right now. And that means he is also going to pit. The question is, who has more pace right now? And just given the tire difference, you'd say it's Doge, but the softs around here don't like to go for too long. It's pretty demanding on the tires with Zandvoort, so we'll see. We'll see what the pace difference looks like. Yupevich has closed up the gap by almost 0.3 so far this lap, and that's looking good for the Red Bull. You can keep this up. That should be P7 comfortably, and the only person he's got to worry about is Strongheart back in 10th. Can go till the end of the Grand Prix, but he's got about 15-second gap on him right now, so that shouldn't be an issue for the foreseeable next couple of laps, especially because those mediums will go for another 10 pretty comfortably, maybe even more. Now he's on the back though. He's on the back of Doge now. He's got the car in overtake mode. He's going to go for the move into turn 1. Is the Red Bull driver. Let's see what kind of pace he has. And it's not picking up quick here on the McLaren because short start finish straight, and he just used the ERS as well to defend.
I don't think anyone's close apart from the Red Bull and can't remember what car that is. McLaren, sorry. I think McLaren's just on fresher tyres and different compounds, so you should maybe away, so I don't think there's going to be much of a battle there. But in terms of just them two closest,
Bitch doing well here just to keep up with the McLaren ahead. Most of the field is spread out now. You can just tell the pace difference. Cringy 10 seconds of gap back to Denjeff. That's plenty of room. And if he keeps this up, he could even consider going for a two-stop. And a safety car, he'd just guarantee his position at first, basically, with fresh tires. So, see how long it takes the Ferrari to make a move. Now, Ipovic is still in DRS range. No, he's just dropped out of it, it looks like. And McLaren is now effectively breaking out. And, yeah, he's going to go for a run. Not y'all has left us, guys. Don't worry about that. He is off to go enjoy his dinner, and I don't blame him. It's just about 8 p.m. in the UK right now. And if you're tuned in with us, it's 3 over here in the US. Let me know in the chat where you guys are at, what time it is, what time you're tuning in. And if you're rooting for anybody in this race, let me know. Who is your prediction going to take the win? I'm guessing Cringy by landslide here, but you never know. Things can definitely change. You see here, Doge is closing up on Milk Mika as well, which means he's going to hit traffic, and that's going to give Ipovic a chance to get back in the mix. It just depends on when Mika goes for the pit lane. For now, Doge is just kind of sandwiched between these two. He's not going to have much room to make moves because he's not close enough and in the DRS yet. He still has to defend from Ipovic because he is not far out the DRS either. Dark Side's from Vegas. Very nice, sir. 9 p.m. in Holland. Very nice. Dark Side says, no, I'm kidding, I'm from London. Oh, I guess you got me there. Let's see here. Doge is, see now Ipovic is closing the gap behind. This is the issue for Doge on the soft tires. They're not going to have that much life in them after 7 laps, and the mediums should be taking over the pace at this point. It could be just this lap where he might be able to hold off the DRS, but we'll see. Would love to visit America though. Yeah, no, it's not bad here. Doge has a moment. Doge has a moment, and that's the soft tires. That's the wear kicking in. That's the heat and the temperature that's starting to fry the rear tires, and he's not going to have the grip he's looking for. And now Ipovic is in the DRS zone, and now he can look for a move, because Doge's tires are not going to keep going here. Bump Doge. I'm just trying to hold on for about 3 more laps, if you can. And the Red Bull is not going to go for the move on this occasion. No DRS to play with. 5 minutes out for the rain. And I think Cringy's just taking some breaks up front. He doesn't really have too much going on in terms of anybody near him. Denjeff is way, way behind the Ferrari. Darkside saying bit egotistical about your country at Buraps. The US isn't all that it's meant to be. It's not the creme de la creme, not that it once was maybe, but you know, coronavirus changed a lot of things for a lot of people, so we're doing our best over here, but yeah, you know, you can only ask for so much. Doge is disconnected on this screen here. Is he out of the session though? Looking like he might be. Yeah, Doge is out. Doge is out. So now Ipovic is going to definitely get this move done, and it's probably going to be right here. Now he has no one between him and the McLaren driver. And just right on through to the inside line. Nicely done. Doesn't even need to use the ghost there. Does it nice and clean. Well done from the Red Bull up into P7. Now he's got to hunt down Mika. He wants P6. Let's give Cringy some FaceTime out in the front of the pack. And guess what? We got John Carlos a lap down right behind the leader here. And that's Cringy in the Ferrari just blitzing out to the line, and the rain is coming, guys. The rain is coming. And is Doge out for good? Yeah, he's into the pits. That's his car pitting him. And it's going to strap on the hard tires, if I had to guess. Mediums. And he's serving a penalty now. That's unfortunate for Doge. Yukovic is not closing in on Mika, and that's concerning given the tire difference. Not sure if Yukovic's car setup is putting more wear on the tires, a little bit more stress, as Urban Gaming slides by into 9th now with Doge in the pit lane. And Doge is still going to rejoin the track well ahead of 11th place. And just given the pace of the AI in this one, you could assume he might actually hold on to that if there isn't a safety car. So we'll find out in a little while. Whistler is out of this one. Not Y'all was never meant to be in it. He is done as well. So just 12 remain here, and you can see Yukovic trying to fight back into the mix for P6, but he's not in DRS yet, and he's got some work to do. Second and a bit up to Milk Mika in P6. The rest of the group is very spread out now, which, yeah, it makes it a little bit less entertaining for you and me, but Doge is back in. What that means is he could potentially catch the Williams in front of him of Gurbay Gaming in the next couple of laps, especially now he's going to be rejoining in the car, and he's not lost too much time to Gurbay Gaming. He should be able to hold on to P10 now if he can nurse the tires, and that shouldn't be too much of an issue with the gap that he has. Just got to take it easy for a couple laps, don't push too hard, and we have a yellow flag in Sector 3. I don't see anybody around, but that's a Renault going up the inside there of what appears to be Strongheart down the start-finish straight. So John Carlos is through into 11th. Ooh, and this is going to be closer than anticipated coming out of the pit lane. Who is that? Jake. Forey. It's Forey in the Alfa Romeo, and he's got the softs strapped on. I don't think the softs can do that many laps. I would have gone for the mediums, Forey. Maybe he did not have mediums left to use. It's always an issue as well. And yeah, guys, I apologize for kind of the lapse in the action here. Not much I can do with just 9 racers on track. I know it's not the most entertaining racing, but I do appreciate you sticking around if you have. And now the rain is coming down. You can see a couple droplets there, and you see them on the screen now. Those little streaks of water. That means it's going to be a wet race coming up here. And so now Forey's strategy doesn't look so dumb. Go to the soft tires, make up a couple positions. As you see, he's already closing up on Yukovic for P6. Look at the time difference. Look at the amount of time he pulled out. Oh, that's John Carlos into the wall. And he's done on the start-finish straight there. I think he's still managing to keep going, but he's left the session. Oh, John Carlos, what a shame. What an absolute shame for him. Didn't get a good qualifying stint in, crashed out on his outlap, and then also retires from this one. Question now is, when is that crossover point going to be? When are we going to see guys go to the intermediate tires? For now, it's still dry conditions in my opinion. Wouldn't be time to go over to the inters yet, but it's going to start getting slippery. Got to be careful on traction, especially with used tires. Well, guys on really old tires, and that's going to hurt them in terms of pace, especially with the wet coming down now. Here comes the move from Forey to the inside line on the Red Bull. And he's going to get the move done, it looks like, just about. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Ipovic fights back on the outside. My apologies. And now you got to be extra careful. Dirty air this close behind in wet conditions. So he's going to get the move done here. He needs to get it done. Here goes Forey to the outside line around the Red Bull. Can he hold it? He's going to have the inside line here. The Red Bull goes deep. Alfa Romeo to the inside. Not on this occasion. John Carlos is back into the session. And his DRS still going to be enabled. This is probably his last chance for Jake. Sorry, for Forey to get the move done onto the start-finish straight. And yes, I think he's going to get it this time to the inside on the Red Bull. And this time he's got the move done much, much earlier. He's just got to defend it to the inside here. Got to be careful. Get on the traction. And he's through. Is the Alfa Romeo on the Red Bull. And it's a nice move with DRS most likely going offline on this lap. And yes, that is rain we are seeing, Salty, in this race. It started dry, and now we've switched over to wet conditions. And it's going to be an interesting end to this one. Pringy basically has a free pit stop over the field right now, more or less. And that's going to be good for him to go till the end on inters. He can pit whenever he wants. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2, and that's Milk Mika around on inter tires. This gives you a little bit of a hint. Maybe it's not time for inters just yet. Forey's now pulled out the gap on Ipovic behind him in the Red Bull. That's crucial for the remainder of this one. He's going to want to put as much space between him and the Red Bull as possible, because you just don't know when the tires want to switch over. It's just a gamble. You have to decide this lap, next lap, when is the track going to start turning from dry tires to intermediates, and only two guys have thought that far ahead. It's Milk Mika and Doge. Mika obviously had a moment on his first lap on inters. You'd say that might be a kind of idea about where the track might be. I don't think it's quite there yet, but we'll have to see. And is DRS still active, says Salty? I believe it is, but to be honest with you, it doesn't matter at the moment because no one's really within range of each other in terms of the gap. Looks like Sector 1, who's that off? That looks like a Williams, and that's got to be Milk Mika dropping more time off the board. He's still in P9, and he does not have to pit again. Keep that in mind. But I still don't think the track is quite there now. It's approaching that point. It's 1.5 seconds slower than it was for Forey on his best lap. I'd say this might be the time to think about it. Maybe next lap. Looks like it's going to be next lap. Someone's into the pits. That's Doge, and I think he's going for a new front wing after a couple incidents. Just 8 laps to go here, guys, in F1 Online. Again, this is the Zandvoort GP, and we do have rain for the end of this one. This is pretty crazy. Haven't seen this yet in league racing, where the track switches over from dry tires to wet conditions. And that means all of these guys are going to have to make another pit stop for the intermediate tires. You can see a Williams and an AlphaTauri, a couple Williams and an AlphaTauri. So, no, sorry, apologies, that's a Mercedes and a Williams in the pit lane, as well as an AlphaTauri. And they're thinking it's time for the Inters. Let's see what happens here. We got 2 guys on softs. 2 guys on soft tires. Interesting choice. Exodus went in for Inters, and that's bringing Wheat Flex back into the mix now. If I'm cringy, I have 18 seconds back to Denjeff, another 25 back to, oh, that's Wheat Flex making an error there. That's Wheat Flex making an error and down to P5. Now we have a group forming up here, though. We finally have a battle again. It's the Red Bull boys side by side now, almost through Sector 2. You can see them both struggling for grip out of the final few corners here. Let's see if anybody opts for the pit on this lap. Looks like no. What about the Red Bulls? Yep, that's Wheat Flexed into the pit lane. Don't get a speeding penalty. We have, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys. 10 guys still on the, I can't be right. Yeah, no, 10 guys still on dry tires. We have 2 on Inters. That's Wheat Flex and Lexidus. Let's see if that was the right call. We'll get an idea from the gap between Wheat Flex and Gerbet Gaming. It's questionable right now. It looks like it's raining enough, but I don't know. It's probably right on the cusp of the 2. And yeah, the gap's not really closing between Gerbet Gaming and Wheat Flex, so I'd say it's probably time, if you haven't yet, dive in for Inters. And yeah, here goes Fori, Ipovic, and Jake. Let's see where Wheat Flex, oh, and he crashes out into the wall in Sector 3, and we have a safety car. We have a full-blown safety car because of that incident, and man, what heartbreak for Wheat Flex to make it that far, to fight back into the points and just lose the car like that. Unfortunate for the Red Bull driver, crashing out on lap 30 here, and that's going to give all these guys free pit stops, so Cringy's going to hold the lead by an absolute country mile. And the only good news is a lot of guys don't have to pit, apart from Strongheart and Milk Mika. We might be under safety car here until lap 34, 35. I'd say 34 before it goes in. We need 2 laps of racing, so it's probably going to go till lap 34. We want to take a quick break. I'm going to take a quick break as well. Just keep the stream rolling here, but I'm going to take a quick comms break while we regroup for the final couple laps, because it'll be quite highly anticipated. They're going to have the field grouped back up, and you can see Cringy eyeing to the safety car, and the gap is still 23 seconds to Denjeff. Looks like the field has just about popped back up here with the safety car, which means we should... Very careful there. Who's that in the Williams? Unlapping themselves. That's got to be Milk Mika, no? And disqualified from the session for ignoring the yellow flag. What a surprise. What a surprise. Doge 5 seconds for colliding with Giancarlo. Same with Fori just a couple of seconds ago. Not good for either of those guys. And the safety car is going in. Safety car is going in this lap, which means we're going to return to racing. And let's see here. Be careful on the restart. That's the McLaren trying to go up the inside. And what is going on here? This is an interesting restart, but we're back to racing for just 3 more laps. And that's the racing point going through the McLaren there. They're not all the same lap, Doge and Jeff. Doge is just trying to pick up as much time as he can, it looks like. That racing point is really laggy coming through the final corner here and onto the start-finish straight. 2 laps to go remaining in this one, and the only close battles we have is Fori and Ipovic for the podium here. And I can't put my finger on the time penalties. I don't want to pull away from the action for the final 2 laps to have that get in the way. So we'll give these guys the face time they deserve. As you see, that's John Carlos in the Renault trying to get through, even though he's a lap down. But he's in P10 right now and has a good gap over Strongheart for that final point on the grid. And that's the Red Bull of Ipovic into the wall, and he has DNF'd now as well. So there's Fori on his own to battle with Lexus for the podium, at least on track. Only a lap and a half to go here. You see Cringy now coming through Sector 2. He's got a plentiful gap over Jeff in second position, and he's just got to keep it clean, bring it home here. Nothing dramatic from Cringy up front all day. He's been stellar, had a great qualifying lap as well as the start to this race, and since the restart here, he's again showing what he's made of, and really impressive to see him pulling out the gap as much as he has been. Yeah, Salty saying it really started heating up as the safety car. Thanks to the safety car, we got some extra action. But this is the final lap here, and Fori doesn't look like he's going to catch Lexidus for Q3 on track at least. See if that changes at the finish line. And yeah, with the Red Bull out now, all 10 finishers are going to pick up points regardless of where you are on track. And that's good news for everybody who's still left in this race. The question now is, Giancarlo's going to get past Doge for 8th? Yes, he does. And that's the ghosted McLaren of Doge that he gets through on there. But the man who's just done it all today, I mean, he's put it on pole. He's led the entire race. He's been absolutely flawless as the final corner for the Ferrari of MM Cringy, who takes The Zandvoort GP here in F1 Online by a comfortable margin of 3.5 seconds. And with Denjeff's 3-second penalty, that's going to knock him to P2. Lexidus keeps the podium. Fori is going to drop down the order. Gerbe hops up to 4th, 45th, Jake 6th, Milk Mika 7th. As it appears, Strongheart, Giancarlos, and Doge all going to finish 8th, 9th, 10th, and their races are done. That's Jake up to the line. So yeah, that's going to be it, guys. That's going to be your final order for this one. Only 10 drivers finished the race, but that's 10. And 10 guys who will get points today. Cringy with the win. Then Jeff on the podium with Lexidus, Gerbe Gaming, and Fori in the top 5. Jake, Milk, Mika, Strongheart, Giancarlos, and Doge all pick up points. And that's big news for them. Very happy to see them all get some well-deserved points, and that's Milk Mika around. And yeah, you just got to finish the lap here, bud. P7 is literally yours. I don't think you can actually get P8 at this point because the other cars are a lap down. So just cross the line, we'll call it a day, and you'll take home best of the rest points for a drive that probably didn't warrant it. Don't drift, please, and spin out and lose a tire because you just finished the race, bud. There goes your front wing. Watch, she's gonna get lapped. There's Cringy. What is he doing? And across the line, and that's gonna be the end of this one. And Denjeff says one-man show. Yeah, GG Cringe. What a race from the Ferrari. Fori is your driver of the day according to the game. Let's take a final look at the standings, and I'll give you guys a better idea of what I think, but we'll take a quick peek now. There's your podium, boys. Ferrari Racing Points and AlphaTauri all up on the podium today. Big for them in the constructors. And let's take a look at the final standings from this one. So there you have, guys. There's the rundown. And yeah, Fori, I think that's well deserved. It's pretty tough to argue that Cringy does not deserve driver of the day, just given how much he dominated that one. But yeah, we'll give it to Fori, since someone else deserves some credit as well. 13th to 5th for the Alfa Romeo, big time points, so well done to Fori. Congrats to Cringy, and guys, there again is your rundown of the grid. Only 14 started, only 10 finished, and those gentlemen all in the top 10 are going to pick up points for their respective teams and in the Drivers' Championship. That's going to be it for me on stream today, guys. I appreciate you all tuning in. Next time we're going to be live on this account is at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night. That's 2:30 a.m. in the UK. So if you're in the UK and you're up, give it a crack. But if not, tune in with us 9:30 US Eastern Time tomorrow night for Formula 20 right here on this account. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and I'll catch you very, very soon.